you know, Malia always kind of gets a good start. Steph Gilmore takes a little time to wind up, but doesn't she wind up? It's going to be interesting to see if Malia can try and pull this one out. I mean, you know, coming from Hawaii, she's not scared of the big stuff. The Hawaiians have got a special affiliation with Bells Beach, so hopefully Malia can continue her run here.
Quarterfinal action continues right out front. Malia Manuel taking on Stephanie Gilmore here at Bells Beach. Joe Trappell and Martin Potter for the call. Looks like Malia Manuel already getting started. Laying that rail down in transition, getting to the foamy part of this inside section that still has a lot of size and power. The Hawaiian winding up the big hack off the top. Would have been a massive scoring maneuver if she could have pulled that off in the flats. But already putting a lot of pressure on Gilmore with 32 minutes to go. When Malia was a rookie, they met out here at Bells in the quarterfinals. A lot's changed since then as we go back to Malia's first wave.
Yeah, you know, this is a great opening ride from Malia. You can tell she's on one of those medium-sized waves, which in my eyes are going to be the ones, Joe. They're a little bit cleaner, a little bit more manageable. But this inside section, it is so unruly here this morning. We've seen a lot of wipeouts. We've seen a lot of incomplete maneuvers there. Malia not holding back whatsoever. I love the fact she goes up and into that lip. That makes that turn so much more critical as she gets a little bit of air under the board, and that spells disaster. So great start for Malia.
We really have at Bells Beach. You have your lineup markers. How much do they really change as the swell increases, Potts?
Yeah, well, you got to sit a little wider, and Steph seems to have picked this one up wide on the bank.
As we see Gilmore just fade that first section, wall starting to build in front of her. Four-time Bells champ now setting up that lengthy down carve in transition. Now all that white water and energy from the Southern Ocean will just detonate through the inside. All that power focusing out the back of the right-hand point break, knowing that this is a crucial heat to make it out of. How'd you like the work out the back, Potts?
Yeah, nice, just a nice clean fade. And, you know, you just watch the position. You're not going to see radical maneuvers here today. You're just going to see nice, clean, precise surfing to kick things off. And, you know, both these ladies are just feeling it out. So we're going to see a very similar score for Steph get locked in as Malia's opening ride. Crank it up and keep up with the younger surfers coming through. So all the power to her. I mean, she's looking fantastic this year as well.
Setting this one up is Malia Manuel. Already had the 4-6-7 start. Holding that rail turn all the way back into the pocket. Nice clean top turn wrap for Manuel. Here it gets a little bit foamy with some turbulence, a few ribs to act as speed bumps down the line, but total speed and commitment into that big flashy finish. Another end section that was pretty daunting. She hasn't been afraid of just laying it right into the lip. Incomplete on those last two efforts, but I feel like she's coming close to a huge finishing move. Still 26 minutes to go.
A beautiful opening part of this wave. Again, not one of the biggest set waves. You know, it's hitting the reef nice and clean, offering some open face turns, so nothing too radical. This is where it becomes more difficult. You can see the lump and bump, and all that white water from the wave before creates a lot of oxygen under the water, and it's hard to set those fins. It's hard to get that drive and that speed done.
22 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. Here comes Stephanie Gilmore. First wave, 4.23. Flies out of that section quickly. And Manuel will have priority. Manuel 4.77 on her last. Improved just slightly. And holds the lead over Steph Gilmore. That's right. The next season, just last year, they had a rematch in the semifinals. Malia won that one and got to have the final with Carissa Moore, where Malia finished runner-up in that final in back-to-back seasons. So she's in that conversation of when will she win her first championship tour victory. I feel like it should happen this year, but we say that every year. I think her chances, though, do get better. She's one of those surfers that improves each and every season. Moore holds priority, just needing a 5.21 to put herself in advancing position. Live action out the back, rolling in with that whitewater section is Stephanie Gilmore. She'll throw away the first turn with a lot of turbulence right in front of her. Didn't see a section to put the board in, so she'll step off. Still chasing the 5.21.
love the buzz in the car park. You know, you rock up and you get out the car and everyone's milling around, and you know, there's some nervous looks on certain surface faces, but here goes Steph.
Steph just rolling in. Huge connection over the whitewater. Hard off the bottom, and she'll lose the second turn, but had an incredible connection out the back. It looked like she'd just been searching for a section to work with for the last 7 minutes and finally connected there. But she connected so clean off the top.
Yeah, look at this. Perfect timing, beautiful style. Came out nice and clean, and then really jammed it off the bottom to get that vertical foam climb, but the wave didn't cooperate. Steph was looking for a 5.21 Joe. I'm not sure whether that's going to go all the way, but it's going to be a great score for a single maneuver.
Back.
How'd you do that? What's your technique?
Oh, wow. That was a pretty solid beating right there. Here we go, surfing right now, Malia. Back to it.
Back to it. Thanks, Manuel. Getting one with a lot of size and some room to move. Just pacing her way on this one that's just stretching out all the way down the line. It's starting to really build with momentum. The lip showing up. She'll hit it nice and early to get the completion. She was attacking the lip line on her first couple of strikes. This time she's like, well, I might as well get that big carve in, stay on my feet, try to put some pressure on Gilmore. Minute 45 to go.
Just a little bit too fat. It didn't really allow her to connect with the lip. A difficult wave to ride. Setting those fins is very hard to do as well. You're going so fast. There's a lot of lump and bump, but Malia navigating her way through this one nicely. You can see her just keeping that board moving rail to rail. Wants to maintain that speed as she comes through the inside section, jamming it in the pocket and racing it down. So a great finish there. You know, learning on the fly here was Malia. First couple of rides, she went up into the lip. That wasn't successful. So just fixing that up and making sure she comes out of this one with a complete ride is going to sit well with the judges.
The horn's going to sound, and she's going to miss this wave. Malia Manuel takes out Gilmore for the first time in her career at Bells Beach and moves on into the semifinals. Amazing performance from the Hawaiian.